Howdy! Today, we're looking at Return to Daro, a 5-level WAD released in 2017 by s.t.r.a.i.n. It was created to celebrate the 20th anniversary of s.t.r.a.i.n's favorite map set, Strain. If you don't recognize the title, Daro is the moon base that most of Strain takes place on. RTD doesn't have much of a story besides, returning, so we don't have to worry about that. You will need both the strain.wad and dehacked files to play this though. Now let's jump into map 1, Landing Zone. You start inside a dropship, which is pretty neat, and make your way into a nifty little tech base. You'll encounter a few of the Strain enemies here, but the best introduction is early on, when you flip a switch to open 3 rooms, flooding the dark halls below with super imps. There's only a few levels, so all the new shit gets thrown at you pretty quickly. You better catch on fast, or you'll be eating some of that new shit. Thankfully, s.t.r.a.i.n inundates you with helpful secrets. There are 8 in the first stage alone. His hidden goodies can be a little obtuse, but they're usually not as bad as some of the crap Strain pulls. Also, they're pretty creative. You'll see. Next, Map 2, The Forsaken Below. While Landing Zone is concerned primarily with the action-focused levels of its forebear, The Forsaken Below leans into the puzzle. There are less secrets, less enemies, but more walking back and forth trying to decipher exactly what the hell's going on. First, you got a series of rooms, and you can open all the doors at once, but if you cross certain tiles on the floor, they all snap shut. It's interesting, but the potential is squandered. Actually completing the map and unlocking the NFG doesn't require you to participate much in this endeavor. Now, there are 2 more secrets that in theory should get your noggin jogging, but in practice, they ain't that great. The second one in particular is fucking lazy. Turns out one of the doors can be opened simply by using it. What a fucking twist. Yeah, whatever. It wouldn't be Strain if I wasn't bitching about puzzles. The second part involves 5 containers, each wired up to a button, and you can follow the wires to see what goes where. I like that. Combat elsewhere is pretty light, although it does come to a boil when you grab the super shoddy and reveal the exit, along with 3 ministers of hate and a cacodemon, who's just happy to be here. I enjoy this one. It's not hard no matter how you slice it, but you can still make it a lot easier with map knowledge and proper procedure. Next, Map 3, Strange Visions. I don't remember a wormhole map in Strain, but that's okay, cause this shit kicks ass. I know the plot is non-existent, but it feels like the neglected moon-based Daro has gotten even more fucked up over the intervening years. I'm sure David Shaw's Masterclass MIDI has something to do with that, a perfect fit for the stage. The gimmick is spelled out pretty clearly from the word go. Bounce back and forth between Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger to unlock the way forward and finally finish the damn thing. I really like the atmosphere of the evil dimension. Aesthetically, it's more than just hell, it's almost Lovecraftian, like Event Horizon or some shit. Near the beginning, it also throws tougher and Strain-specific enemies at you, which is cool, but eventually you'll be facing down demon lords, archviles, and ministers no matter where you try to hide. The polydrone is also introduced here, in a rather annoying teleport ambush. Luckily, the Two Worlds premise gets used to full effect with another 8 secrets, so ammo is not a concern even from pistol start, which is saying something because this is the penultimate map. It's got the most enemies, the best traps, biggest variety, and longest runtime. I guess you could say that it pulls most heavily from the atmospheric, conceptual side of Strain, although I find it to be executed a lot better. It also has a few more direct callbacks to the aforementioned WAD, like Map 10's beginning hallways, or an outside area that reminds me a lot of Map 9. The final battle has shades of Map 28 going on as well, and just like that one, the Demon Lord finale is a pushover, although you do actually have to kill him yourself this time. Next, Map 4, Bloodbath. Well, this is a hell of a lot more fun than an icon stage, that's for damn sure. There aren't a lot of enemies, and in continuous play you can just steamroll to the exit, but a pistol start requires you to get a little more creative. Either way, it's not very difficult, but you will be punching out imps, super imps, demons, hell knights, and possibly a few chain gunners. You'll also have to squeeze past 2 archviles to grab the psychic blaster, which will be your only method of mowing down a horde of demon lords coming your way. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's actually kind of fun. There are so many fucking fireballs coming at you that it almost turns into Toho. I find it amazing that s.t.r.a.i.n more effectively uses the otherwise lackluster BFG replacement than even the original team did. In fact, he has a pretty good grasp of a lot of Strain's custom elements, akin to how the Kasalis managed to take Doom 2's roster to the next level in Plutonia. So, props to the man. Unfortunately, I once again have to take those props back for being forced to listen to the audio seizure that John Landis calls a goddamn MIDI. That's it for Return to Daro. I've seen a few posts here and there about some kind of larger follow-up to Strain, maybe a community project or something. I hope it comes to fruition, and if it does, I really hope Squibba's on board. This was a pretty fun set, and while I played it directly after Strain, I can imagine a lot of old fans coming back after all these years and being pleasantly surprised. Highly recommended. Till next time.